What up, y'all? Man, it's your boy Nonso, and I'm back with another episode of Taper Talk. This week, I'm actually preparing for a conference, so that means I am on the road. You can probably tell from the hotel setup and the beard as well, too. But low-key, I actually hit the barbershop for the first time this month. If you know me and you've been watching this channel, I typically go to the barbershop only once a month just to clean myself up in between because let's be real, these barbers are still taxing. But shout out to my guy Zay, who really always keeps me clean. Today, I'm going to be switching it up a little bit. I've been on a mission to find a new beard oil and something I've just been chopping it up with my barber about. And today in this episode, I'm giving y'all a review of the Scotch Porter Smoothing Beard Oil. Now, real quick, if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. If you're returning, I appreciate you heavily. Thank you for the support, honesty, the realness, the vulnerability. This is a space for us to talk openly and keep it honest and not get offended when someone is keeping it real, whether you're a barber or not. But if you are feeling the content, please like, comment, or subscribe. Like I said, I did go to the barbershop this week just to get lined up. But the main point of today's episode will really be about the Scotch Porter Beard Oil, which I've actually been testing out over the last week. Now, I'm going to clean myself up and, of course, just give y'all my thoughts as I talk through this. So you'll see me lining myself here in this hotel bathroom, starting with the baldy like I usually do. It's part of the routine. Nothing fancy, just maintenance. So with that being said, let's get into it. Like I mentioned earlier, I've been on this search for a new beard oil. I'm looking for something that's thick, that lasts all day, and that really smells fire. That's my personal checklist, those three things. And right off the bat, the first thing that I noticed about this Scotch Porter oil that stood out is the texture. Man, this oil feels thick. Pause. Now, it's not that watery or runny type. It honestly feels like a very, very heavy cooking oil. And it does give your beard a real shine that lasts all day. So for me, that is something that I do appreciate. So on the shyness to your beard, I gotta give that probably like a 9. Now, on the flip side, though, after applying it, I definitely noticed that I had to wash my hands very thoroughly. The bottle says about 2 to 4 pumps, but honestly, I recommend about 1 to 2 when applying it to your beard. It just spreads much easier, and honestly, it's a lot easier to clean your hands afterwards as well. After applying, because it's so thick, I usually just grab a towel and just kind of dab my beard a little bit, and that helps cut down the greasiness feel, so that way I don't always feel like I dipped my face in some canola oil. But it does shine, so I appreciate that. I feel like if I apply this in the morning, I can actually get this to last all through the evening, especially on a conference when I have to be away from the hotel all day. Now you're going to see me, of course, lining the back of my neck, and low-key, I feel like I see a little muscle in that shoulder right there, and shout out to the gym for my therapy that I've been utilizing there. But anyway, one thing I do love is how this oil makes the comb slide right through my beard, though. I appreciate it because it really detangles my beard very easily. Not too many snags that come through it, especially after I've just taken a shower. I always just comb it out before applying the oil just to prep it. But when I apply the oil to my beard afterwards, the comb just goes through my beard very, very smoothly, and that's a good feeling. Now, one of the things I have been looking for, like I mentioned to y'all, is about the scent. And this is where this beard oil just doesn't hit the mark for me. It loses a little bit. Now, the smell isn't bad, but it's like a woodsy, papery vibe with just a hint of citrus and vanilla in the back. It's subtle, but it's just not necessarily my vibe. And since it's in your beard and it's right by your nose, for me, that personally matters. So I have to find myself with most of these beard oils is actually just layering it with the cologne that I'm using for the day. That's kind of been my go-to move with a lot of these oils just because I haven't found the scent that I truly love. But I do appreciate the cologne that I pick out. So for me, I'd rather just smell that versus the beard oil scent that's here. So while the scent isn't terrible, it's definitely not my favorite either. And I'd probably rate the scent probably around a 6.5 out of 10. The shine, though, A1. And that alone, I'll keep this in rotation, especially for when I'm traveling and going on the road for these conferences. The bottle is travel friendly, so I do appreciate that. You don't need to check it in. It was carry-on approved. I utilized it today, so that was something that I could really rock with, that I have this nice beard oil bottle that was able to get through the airport pretty smooth. I personally would recommend this beard oil for someone who likes to shine. Like the gleam in the photo shine, it doesn't matter the thickness. You prefer the shine to just outshine everything else that's happening. If you prefer a more subtle, a low sheen kind of look, this might not be your go-to, especially if you apply it straight out of the shower with water still in your beard. But if you're someone who doesn't mind layering it with cologne or wants that all day hold, this might actually really be a good option for you. It's not bad, but for me, I think I can probably find something out there with just a better scent. Now, anyway, that again is just my take on the Scotch Porter Smoothing Beard Oil. You know I'm always going to give it to y'all straight. If there's anything here that hits home, please drop a comment, hit the like button, or share this with someone who else has a strong beard game that you feel like this could help out. As always, I'm trying to give y'all this game for free 99. Peace.